Our hero story so far. The Dragonborn, Orcborn, and Half-Elf have been hired by the southern gnomes to escort Nip and her two brothers to Alabaster. An elfish bard has accompanied the gnomes in hopes of playing at the prince's betrothal ceremony. As they journey along the King's Road, their caravan is attacked by goblins, and their leader, a fierce ogre. The three other wagons, part of the caravan, are burned, and their owners were mercilessly butchered. The leader ogre was toying with a young apprentice paladin who had been hired to protect the human caravan. After the whole goblin band was saved, and they weren't saved, they were slaughtered. The young paladin tried to hide his identity, but he couldn't lie, and was actually the third son of the king, the prince. They traveled to the nearest town, Sandpoint, a bustling port. Lucas promised food and drink and a place to stay, but the party split, and some of the non-humans set up camp outside the city. The whole group is non-human. The half-orc and half-bard went to the best place in town with Lucas, the prince. A dwarf was sent to invite the others to the same speakeasy. Soon, all were meeting privately with Sansa Downright. An elvish paladin was also invited, but he believed the whole endeavor to be a sham, because Sansa requested that they solve his murder, even though he sat before them. A few hours later, a cry was heard, and he seemed to have died in his study. They journeyed into the secret entrance to the sewers through Sansa's office, bumping into a few pirates and dispatching them discreetly. However, now being covered with filth, they went back to Sansa's to rest, and visiting some of the local shops and a place called the Griffin's Armament. They improved their weapons and armor. What I really enjoyed about playing with these guys has been some of the flaws that they've chosen and that they've rolled for just randomly. Sam has definitely rolled everything randomly, which I thought was awesome. In this goblin fight for the caravan, the elf bard, her flaw is that she cannot stand to see any type of violence. It makes her violently ill, immediately violently to the violent. So I don't even remember what spell it is necessarily. It's mesmerize, I think. She wanted to cast mesmerize, and so she played a Christmas song and sang the Christmas song while she was retching. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. The goblins just stopped and stared, and just they couldn't. None of them could move. Oh, they're really fun people.